Hi Cosplay, Vicar here with an update video on R2D2. I've been working on the electronics to get the dome and the wheels moving, and this is a bit of an update. We are there, and I'm just going to walk you through how I've done that. I have gone for the most simple system possible, and the one that my brain could get my head around, because we've all got skill sets. Making with my hands, I can do that, but when it comes to RC, remote control, RC controllers, remote control cars, tanks, planes, that's not my skill set, and that's what I had to learn for this. So I've gone for a very simple system, which I'll share with you in a moment. But here we go. I've not got everything capped in yet. You can still see, I don't know if you can see it at the back, I've got some bits. I'm going to get the dome on, and we're going to take R2 for a little spin and just see how he's doing. The system that I'm using is, the dome basically is powered itself. So inside the dome, we've got a USB battery, an on and off switch, and that is what powers the lights in my dome. So I wanted to have a system that I could update as I went along. So let's get the dome, and one that I understood and could get my head around from day one. There we go. There's R2's dome. To turn R2 on, I've got a switch here at the front. That powers R2 up. And as I said, I'm using an RC controller. Now the way that this works is power it up. It does all the connecting. I'm then attaching a phone to the front, which is where all my R2 sounds will come from. So there's an MP3 player. So in a minute I'll show you the way that I do the sounds in there. But first, here's R2. So let me just walk you through the system of how I've wired R2 up. This is the easiest way that I could possibly do it and explain it. So inside R2, there's something called a Sabertooth motor controller. I've got a Syren motor controller as well. Now the Syren motor controller, that is powering the dome motor, and then the Sabertooth is powering the left and right wheels. Also in there, we've got a fuse box, which has got 25 amp fuses. I've got a battery. We're working on a 12 volt system. So it's a very simple system. It's basically a boat battery, car battery, small car battery, motorbike battery, electric bike battery, that kind of thing. These motors are basically what you would get in an e-scooter. Or an e-bike, so they work on a 12 volt system. And then I've got an RC receiver. Firesky is the one that I'm using with the RC controller. It's as simple as that. I did have problems in my setup where R2 on the controller was not doing what I wanted it to do, and what I needed to do was change things on the channels in the RC controller, and that sorted out my whole problem. So that's basically the system that I'm running with. The way that I'm then doing the sound is I have a little MP3 speaker, which turn on. I've 3D printed a little bass for it to go in here, and that goes in there, shuts. And then on the controller, I've then got my MP3 player. There we go. So there you go. That is how R2 is doing so far. That's essentially, I think we're now about 10.5 months in to R2 build. I can't quite remember. I feel like it was around my birthday in February that I started this. So we are doing really well. I'm going to do a video in a few weeks about what it's cost me, and I'll kind of work out how much I've spent on R2. I don't think I've spent anywhere near the amount that I get told it's going to cost to. And it's partly because I got some really good deals on the PLA. The PLA Plus that I printed this in, I was able to get quite a few on bulk kind of order. So I ended up paying no more than about £13 a roll, which was really handy, really. So there you go, R2 using RC controller, and there you go. I thought it'd be worth giving you a little bit of an update. What's next? Well, what's next for R2 is I'm going to build a frame to transport R2 around in. I want him to be able to fit in the back of the car in the boot, so I'm going to create a frame next that R2 can fit in so I can take him to events with me. Other things that I want to do, well, the next thing will be to work out moving my arms on here as well. I'm going to keep my doors closed. I don't want my doors opening and shutting. I kind of feel like if they open and shut, there's just more for children to grab hold of. The kind of trips that I do, I think that probably will be a possibility. And as this is 3D printed, I just feel it'd be better if the securer the kind of greeblies are, the better, I would say. So I'm going to keep all the doors nice and closed, and they're going to be shut on magnets, so the kids aren't going to be able to open those. But there you go. A little update from R2. If you've built an R2 in the last couple of years, I'd love to see what you've come up with. But that's my kind of update video for now. Fill me in on what you've built R2-wise. I'd love to see your R2 units. Friends, until next time, have a great fun making, and we'll catch up soon.